Alrighty, Big Brother fans. Let's see. Where do we even begin? Time and time again, the pawn that usually goes up is the one that always gets put out because people start thinking, I mean, it was such a given. Remember I said everyone, that Dick wanted Kill out so bad that she wasn't going to go? There you go. I knew she wasn't going to go. She was going to stay. And, while I think it might have been a good idea that Mike was sent out, I don't know. I think she's going to regain strength. No one's going to trust her, because she's just blah, 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 and everything's out there and whatnot. But I think she's a master manipulator, and I think they might actually regret not getting her out when they could. But, I guess it was Mike's turn because, like Dustin said, he has the personality of a dead fish. There's absolutely nothing going on there. Which, quite ironically, during his exit speech, I mean, I think he said more in that speech than he did the entire 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it's been, that they've been in there. I mean, yeah, dead fish, pretty much. But I don't know. Eric, I think he is the best bitch we've ever had. Don't you think, people? I mean, he just will work it, and he does it in such a funny way. And then he ends up smiling, which they capture for us to let us know, that he's doing it for us. I love it. I love it. And can we visit once again the streak? Yeah, let's not. Julie Chen calling Jamaica out on her quietness. Now, this is after many people have gone into the diary room and said how quiet Eric was and hasn't spoken but 10 words the entire time he's been there. So, I don't know. I think Julie needs to keep her comments to herself. But, that might be a good thing. I really do want to see Jamaica do something. I want to see her game. She needs to show us that she has game and not just slide along and her way through this entire game. Because that's going to get very old. And then the next thing you know it, they're handing her a $500,000 check. Oh boy, we got to visit Chris, Danielle's live-in boyfriend, for 2 years. The one very cool thing about him is that he has the same lava lamp as Justin, Sugar, and Lance. And he revealed that Danielle did tell him ahead of time not to worry. Smart move. So, I'm just worried because she seems, either she's a very good actress or she really is falling for Nick. And, the tears, and then the kissing part under the blankets, you could hear the slurping. Yeesh. Ugh. Danielle. I don't know. I love how Julie told Evil Dick that he could feel free to speak freely since the other house guests couldn't hear him. And his answer was, "I always do." We got a good laugh out of that one. Because, yeah, if there's anything that Evil Dick does do is he speaks his true feelings. You got to give him that. And I love that he did give us an update that he and Danielle hugged. That's wonderful. If I can find the video at some point, I will attach it because that will definitely be a great update on the Dick and Danielle saga. Alrighty, and then we visited Jen's mom, who was hurt by her pulling the only picture of her in it down, as well as her best friend. And so I guess apparently she is smarter than she lets on, having a double major and all of that stuff. But I still think that the girl is a little on the side. I really do. So during the HOH, and Eric was ringing in, and he rang in early that one time before Julie could get like 2 words out of her mouth. What was that about? I was going to say WTF. Yeah, what was that about? I mean, does he not want to be HOH? Because that was kind of weird. Because it seemed almost like he wanted to be put out of the game. So now that Dustin is HOH, who do you think he is going to nominate? I think Dustin's a hard one to read because, you know, he's just been hanging out with his girlfriends in the house. So we can probably be safe thinking that he will probably take out two guys. If okay, so you know the first time he won and he was able to nominate or send someone out of the game, the first person he took was Zach. So I'm going to take that as an indication, even though other people were, you know, put to rest before, you know, he got to take his chance. So I'm going to say Zach. Zach's probably going to go up on the, be nominated. And since Jessica was the second person that he nominated, I don't know. I know that Jess and Joe were bed partners, and so they were probably very close, and I don't know if he'll hold that against her. Hopefully not. He doesn't seem the emotional type player. He does seem very strategic. I like how he pointed out very quickly and just said up front, you know, that he's going to vote Mike out, and that's it. That's that with that. So I'm thinking it could possibly be Nick. I don't think he cared for the you know, the Four Alliance, so I'm thinking that it's probably going to be those two, and they're going to just systematically work at them until they get put out. And since he's already said that Kale is putty in his hands, we know that she is safe, and we can almost bet. No, I'm not going to even say that because it's not a sure thing. And I like to have my predictions, and I like my predictions correct, if you haven't figured that out yet. So, give me an idea, you guys. Let me know who you think he's going to nominate. And do you think that America is going to be stupid and say Jen again? Because that's getting old, America. Tiny, say goodnight, Tiny. Tiny? Yeah, she's sleeping.